Hey guys, we're back in another video, and today it's going to be a pretty fun video, I think. It's going to be the top 5 competitive dinosaur decks and going into the December 2018 format. Given the fact that the ban list just came out like 2 days ago, or like 3 days ago, decided to just sit down and be like, just do a top 5 list, or like a top 5 list of the top 5 best dinosaur variants to play in the competitive format going into December here, and I'm gonna give pros and cons to each one I list, and this is also just completely subjective. This is just my opinion. If you think there's a certain dinosaur deck that wasn't at the spot you liked, then obviously put it higher on your list. This is just my opinions. So we're gonna get right into it. Number 5. It's not really it's gonna be weird, but there's not really a clear-cut number 5 I could think of compared to the other 4 on this list. So right now it's like number 5 is kind of like a miscellaneous kind of thing, because like you could there's like so many different variants that are like kind of the same level. When it comes to the number 5 slot here, you got Dinosaur Paleo, which had some fringe success a few months ago. You got you got the new Dino Wrestlers, which I know are slow, but they have different ways you can play them, like Jurax, and like just a bunch of like older and like newer strategies that are okay. It's just I didn't know how to like set them apart, so I'm just gonna group those like together into number 5 as these fringe, gimmicky, not really gimmicky, but just fringe success kind of decks. And now I know Jurax and Dino Wrestlers haven't had success in a long time, or like ever, but they're still fall in the same realm as these, as like Dinosaur Paleo or like Dino Burrowing Abyss or something like that, because they're like kind of like around, they don't see much success at all, but they're still there and they're still pretty fun. So yeah, that's for number 5. Just a fringe, like the fringe dino variants like that. Now on to number 4, the legitimate number 4. Excuse me. Lost World Dinos, I have at number 4. Reason being, it's a good control kind of variant, and what I mean by control, I mean you're controlling the board with Lost World, and the fact that you get pluses over time by, you know, so if they kill your normal monsters or tokens, you get to, you know, pop a baby Ceratosaurus or Petite Rhino from deck, and then plus and everything. It's also good at OTKing. It's a really good OTK deck. That's mostly how it's been built, I feel, like, is to go second and then just kill you with 2 conductors. Kill your opponent with 2 conductors and everything. Another good thing, it's a budget deck. It's a budget variant, and it's kind of the thing where you buy 3 structure decks, build on it, and then just go from there. Like, it's really, really budget. Probably the most budget one on the list of these top 4 ones here anyway. So yeah, it's really nice. The only problem I have with it, it's kind of slow, and if you don't have Lost World, you're slowly going. It's kind of a slow deck and everything like that, I feel, compared to the other ones. And and it also doesn't really take advantage of pill very often, because you're running a higher count of, well, dinosaurs. You're not really running you're running a lower count of non-dinos, so it's kind of like you're not really using pill to its full potential sometimes, I feel. It's still really nice. It's still has done well in the regional level scene, and for me not seeing that would be really dumb. So obviously it's been really good. It has success and everything. It's just not as much success compared to other ones, but it still has success, and it's actually a really good budget option, and that's why it's going to be in the number 4 slot. The number 3 slot, True King Dino. And True King Dino is it's really weird when I think of it. Like, I have love and hate relationship with this one, because it's like, on one hand, the power is there. Like, the power is amazing. The fact that you can just like special out these like 2900 beat sticks like Vanisher or Borostros is amazing. They're really good. I mean, and then Diagram helps coincide with Baby to get more pluses, and it's just a really good combo deck and everything like that. It's really nice. The boards you can make are probably the most powerful of all the dino variants on this list. And VFD's amazing card. It just shuts down your opponent. And yeah, all around, it's like a really good combo deck and a really cool, and has a lot of power up the balls. It says power up the balls, and there's like, this thing will OTK you, kind of thing. The only thing I don't like, well, one of the few things I don't like though about it, it's just, or that's a con, it bricks. A lot more than you would think. A lot more than, well, like, it bricks way more than I feel the Dino variants on this list, because it just, you're running these high level monsters, and if you don't have diagram, you can't, or if you don't have the specific rarity, no, not the rarity, but like specific, let's say with you have Vanish in your hand, if you don't have a fire monster, you can't even summon him. So it's like, it's kind of, that's the thing you're risking when you're playing the deck, and it's like, it like doesn't, it's like dies quickly. And also another thing that's a con, it loses steam fast, because you may have like blown a humongous combo, gotten a bunch of stuff out, but if they wreck that board and they get around it and like just chisel away at it, and like you're down to like nothing, you kind of just lost your steam, you lost all your resources potentially, and now you're not, it doesn't have a good grind game, and now you're trying to grind when a deck like that is not supposed to grind. It's supposed to OTK and kill your opponent like right now, like that kind of thing. So it's not a good grind deck, especially with the, like, it's same as Lost World Dinos. They don't have, both these ones don't have a good grind game at all, because against like Altergeist or like Thunder Dragons, they're both kind of bad at it, because they're more of the OTK strategies. But the good thing with True King now as well is budget. I mean, Diagrams had like a few reprints now, and all the True Kings are pretty budget to pick up. So again, if you're looking for a powerful deck and a really good budget deck to maybe get you there in a regional, True King Dinos is a good one for you, and that's I think it's a good spot at the number 3 position going into this format. And who knows, maybe it will get a few regional tops as it did a few months ago. Number 2, now the next two and 1, they're kind of interchangeable, I feel, a little bit. But like, maybe one of you guys could say, oh no, this one's number 1, this one's number 2, and other people would say, no, this is number 1, this is number 2. But for me on this list, I'm gonna have at number 2 Shaddoll Dinos. And the reason why, I mean, well, like, the good thing, like, now we all know what Shaddoll Dinos can do. It's a really good deck, control deck. Winda is a hell of a drug. The thing that this thing is so good in any format with special summoning, especially, and this format that we're going into is no stranger. Like, especially when there's a Gumblar deck or Rongo Bongo deck going around, having a Winda on board will pretty much almost win you the game. Now, I know it doesn't really hurt Altergeist, and it doesn't really hurt, I mean, maybe it does hurt Thunder Dragons a bit, but if we're going to be seeing Gumblar decks, like, everywhere, then this is a good counter to it. So, because Winda is just, well, it's Winda. And also, it has a good grind game, because it's more of a controlled, flow, like, compared to True King Dino. Because it's more like you're getting, your resources are more going, you're using your resources in a more controlled pace, and it's just, you know, like, you have almost always have resources available to you. And also, Shaddoll Fusion's amazing to, as I go in second, like when you're going second or something like that. And also has a good track record. This thing has had a lot of good regional tops. I think when it first originated, it got a few regional tops. Now it has dropped off considerably, but it's had a good track record, I feel, to warrant playing. And a lot of people have seen to really like the deck. Also, it's also budget. So that's also another good thing about it. It's a good budget option, because all the Shaddoll cards got, like, well, the good ones like Winda and Fusion got reprinted in Shadows and Valhalla. So as secrets now, but they're pretty they're like maybe like $1 or $2 each, so they should be pretty fine. And all the other Shaddoll monsters are like dollars. So yeah, it's a very budget option. Cons, consistency, I guess, a little bit. It's not as bricky as True King, but I will say you can get wonky hands, especially since you're running 2 Coatlas and like 3 Pill at most times. You can get wonky hands and maybe like opening a Coatlas and maybe not even opening Fusion at all, and you're kind of like sitting there like, I don't know, like what I can do here, really. Another con is very workaroundable. If, like, for example, like, if you're facing against Sky Striker, they will window anchor your, like, they can work around it. Like, if you have a, like, you might think, like, oh, I have a window and a conductor now against a Sky Striker player, I got this. Probably not, you, like, until you realize, well, oh, wait, now they got 3 spells in the grave now, and now they hit me with window anchor, and they took my conductor and got rid of the window, so... That's the biggest con there. It is where they can be workaroundable. It's a good board, a pressing board, a window conductor, but it can get worked around and it can just crumble on your feet a little bit. But the power and the potential of this deck is amazing. The track record is good, and I feel it's a really good spot at number 2. And number 1 I have on this list, again, this is kind of interchangeable, but number 1 I have Thunder Dragon Dino. Reason being, it's probably the best stun. It's a good stun deck, and it's Colossus at like more than 1 is amazing. Like if you got like in Colossus in general is amazing with Conductor or Coatless and everything. I feel like it's a way better stun deck than Shaddoll Dino a bit. I'm not saying it. I'm saying that here's Shaddoll Dino and here's True King Dino. Like that kind of like right there to me, but at least to me. I don't know about you guys. But no, it's a really good stun deck. Colossus pretty much can win you games, especially backed with a conductor is amazing. It has good power, obviously. It's had the most success of any recent Dinosaur variant. It's had a YCS top. It's had multiple regional tops. It's amazing. The con, it has gotten, the consistency might have been hampered a bit, because Armageddon Knight is now to 1. Now, you can work around it, again, like I've said, I think a few videos ago, that you can run Dark Grepher. Dark Grepher, yes, is a good replacement, it's just so long as you have a way of discarding it like a monster to fulfill its effect. So that is a good replacement, it's just a little bit more wonky. Another con is it's expensive. Not everyone can afford this. So this is why I feel like you can't interchange this, because most people, if they can't afford Colossus, will just jump ship to the Shaddoll Dino, because that's the budget option and that's the next best thing. It's just like I'm lucky to even play Thunder Dragon Dinosaurs, because my friend, who I am thankful for, got me the Colossuses, and I got the bolts, and then he also got the roars. So yeah, I mean, if you have a friend that can do that for you, that's amazing, but most people don't really have that. So that's the biggest con of this whole deck, I feel, is just how expensive it is. Because, like, Colossus is still, like, $70, and, like, bolts are 15s, roars are 12s. It's just, like, you're kind of, like, opening a mortgage if you want to play this variant. But if you have the money and you want to play this deck, go for it. It's amazing. It will get you places in the regional scene, and maybe the YCS scene, if you can prepare for the meta and everything like that around it. Now, the weakest match that we have with this deck is Altergeist as well. Altergeist will rain on your day. I mean, you can win. It's a winnable matchup, but it's an uphill climb from the start, because Altergeist as a whole just crap on Thunder Dragons. It's just, that's how it is. They're the best counter to them. And especially towards Dinosaurs as well, because Dinosaurs have historically like been bad against back row decks in general. So, but no, like I said, I think that's, and due to the fact that they have the most success and like just has all around check all the boxes, I feel Thunder Dragon Dino is the best Dinosaur variant going into this competitive format. But yeah, that's my list. Agree or disagree with it if you want. I know it's completely subjective though. It's just my opinion. If you have any other, like you have it in a different way and you think your list is, this should be different, that's completely fine. If you disagree with me or not, I'm fine with that. But yeah, leave a comment down below of what you guys think is the best Dinosaur variant in the format, or like what you guys think I left out, or do you think like I oversold some of these decks? Do you think I praised Thunder Dragon Dinos too much? Do you think I undersold True King Dino, for example? Yeah, and also tell me what you guys are playing for this competitive format for your Dinosaur decks. Like, what Dinosaur variant you guys are playing for this upcoming format. I would love to hear. But no, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment, definitely subscribe. I shall see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day.